what to do if you are in the house. You haven't been home, and now all of a sudden you're in the house because of what's going on in the world right now. And today I want to focus on number 12 on that list. Plan out your social media. And it could be for a month or it can be for a shorter period of time. So I'm going to give you 10 things that you can do if you're stuck in the house. Okay. So you can basically tape a month worth of content or tape a week at a time, depending on what it is you want to do. I see a lot of YouTubers taping, making vlogs and all kinds of day in the life, breaking out their hauls and different things, getting creative because we're in the house now. So, I mean, I've been in the house, but I want to get back to content. So that's what I'm doing here. So, number one, take a ton of photos. Okay. This is the best way to prepare if you want to put out content and you don't have the time. Like on a daily basis, if you're out or something, you can take photos. I mean, I love going to restaurants, taking pictures of food, of historic places around the neighborhood. We have a great walking trail, so I've been doing that a lot in stories. But if you don't get a chance to get out, of course, because we're, the safe distancing and things like that, take photos of things around your house. Just go around randomly taking photos, and that way you can put it together in like a collage on a post. You can create stories that way. There's a lot of things that you can do. Just take tons of photos, and you can take, of course, photos around the house, photos of you. So you get up, like when I just sometimes just for one post, I take 20 photos until I get it right. I'll set a timer, or I'll just, use my hold my phone or take it from my tablet. So also I have two Instagram pages that I am active on. One, Am I Really Bald, which is my new page where I talk about like my alopecia a lot. So if I'm taking pictures with me drinking coffee for a reseller's passion, I try to take something different for Am I Really Bald and kind of post them at the same time. So I'm doing dual duty. You want to take a picture of your workspace. This is my workspace right here. You want to take a picture of your pets. People love pets. People love food. Picture of your family if you're okay with that. If you have a business page, and you're okay with that, do that. Try not to have a personal page, because then that way you won't feel bad about like sharing your business life. Include your family in that, in their homes. Show yourself homeschooling your children or whatever. It's like as simple as that. Take pictures outside of your house. Like we have a great backyard. You can take pictures on the deck. I like the side of my house. That's where I take a lot of pictures in the fall and in the summer, where my daughters take pictures of me. Take pictures of your vehicles. Talk about like last year, I took a picture of a car that my husband had purchased for me that literally he only paid $500 for. That thing was falling apart, but it lasts me. We just sold it, and it just talked about like my real life. That's a great post because it creates transparency for people. So that's number one. Number two, tape several videos at a time. So as I'm talking to you, I'm taping a video for IGTV here on my iPad and over here on my phone for YouTube. So tape tons of video at a time so you can slowly release it. It gives you a chance to like edit it so you don't have to put out stuff every single day. Me, I'm just getting used to kind of like doing a lot of editing. So this is a way for me to train myself and teach myself. I like other people to teach me, but I also like to Google and find out and kind of play around. So that's the cool thing about taping ahead of time. Write a script if you want. Like most of my stuff is not scripted, but today, because I'm reading off a list, it is kind of scripted. But for the most part, if I have a topic that I know a lot about and I can just talk about it freely, I prefer that. I prefer organic. I don't care if I'm pushing the button to turn off the video or whatever. It doesn't have to be, clean. The people who are in my community seem to like that because I'm true to myself. Like right now, I'm sitting here, kind of still in my sweatpants and my pajama top, my lattes. What does that say? Latte and lounging, and then like a little throw. And here's my mannequin girl up there. So just be organic. And if you can take several videos at a time, just change your shirt. I figured out a way I can do dual, but just change your shirt and make 5 or 6 YouTube videos in a day. You can do a day in the life from the time you get out of the bed through the course of the day, or you can do a day in the life of the whole week and just tape some stuff and then go to iMovie or however you edit it and put everything together and release them. So it's really interesting ways that you can produce content, that you can break it out. Create one long video and again break it up into like 2 videos or however. 3, ask your community. If you have a community, it doesn't matter if you only have 100 people. And for me, I consider the people in my community members, my followers. So I don't consider them followers because I'm no one's leader. We're all a part of the same community, whether you have 100 followers or you have 50,000 followers. So ask people what they want you to talk about, because your life is different than theirs and there's no two lives that are the same. You may be going through some similar things, but no two lives are the same. 4, create a day in the life. I just talked about that. Show your daily routine, your work life, homeschool. If you're home with your children, show that. If you're okay showing your children, I've seen several people doing that. If you're a teacher and you're sitting around with your children homeschooling, you can show your techniques or something like that. Cook, bake, crafts, anything that you want to put out that's entertaining, something that's not necessarily related to the business that you're in. That's what I try to do. I try to do a whole lot of different things and teach things, websites and Instagram and Pinterest. I don't specifically just talk about reselling, because I'm a reseller's passion and I talk about everything that I'm passionate about. Okay. Number 5, teach a class. There's tons of websites out there and apps where you can put courses together and teach. It doesn't matter if you're a teacher who has her master's degree, or you're just a person like me who knows a little bit about something and you're willing to put yourself out there. It's okay to charge for things that you know, or you don't have to charge. You can do it for free. That's why YouTube is a great place, but you can put a taste out on YouTube and then put together some courses. Teachable is a really good website, and then there's so many other ones. I haven't put out a course yet. I'm thinking about it. You never know. If you're in a house, it's time to sit down and figure out what it is that you want to do. You can teach someone how to knit and crochet. I used to teach crochet before I was a reseller. I was a professional. I was a crochet designer, and I've been crocheting for most of my life since I was 14. I'm 50 now. And so I taught classes actually local at a local art center here in Delaware. You can teach piano. You can teach exercise, dance, yoga. This is the perfect time. People are inside. You can teach people how to cook. You can come on and tell everybody get the ingredients and you can have a class together. My daughter is on the autism spectrum. She's 22. She graduated from a culinary program and she works at the local college. She's no longer working. And so we're going to start kind of figuring out if we could do some YouTube videos for her, because she's shy and everything. So we want to try to build some things around her so that she can not advocate, but show people that people who are on the spectrum, she has Asperger's, can still do something that everyone can do. So you can make jewelry, teach people how to draw, paint, that kind of thing. So teach what you know. 6, prepare lessons for moms that are home. So if you're a teacher, or if you're a parent whose children have gone on, or if you're a parent who's a big multitasker, or who's put lessons together for several kids. I homeschooled my children for a long time. I have 5 children, and I would have loved for someone to do that for me. I found everything I needed online, but it was so much searching. Sometimes people don't have the time to search, so you can do the work for them. So maybe create lessons. That's really a great way to do something. 7, write a blog. I have 2 blogs, one for the reselling community and one for my new Am I Really Bald? So write a blog. You never know, get it monetized. 8, create lots of content for Instagram and Facebook. Create active stories, go live, create IGTV or Facebook, videos. 9, use YouTube as a platform, again, to teach classes. Visual is a great way for people to learn. So it's a great way to get in front of people without feeling nervous. Like here I am. When I first started, exactly a year ago, it's March, I did my first video, 2019 in January. I was nervous as can be. No longer am I nervous. And 10, post a quick Twitter post or short video on TikTok. These are ways to get some things out every single day, or if you do everything ahead of time, then you'll have a lot of content for later on. So hopefully this will help you get some content together that you can slowly release. But don't forget, if you can teach something, teach one, reach one. So thank you for watching, friends. Take care.